Hi, River. Ready?
Hello, teacher. Are you listening?
Can you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Yes. Great. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Yes,
Okay. Very
yes. I
nice.
can you hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
Yes,
Sometimes we
I
have
can hear
some.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes we have some interferences that sometimes I'm not able to listen very well. But good. So welcome then. Welcome back to another episode. So we'll wait a little bit for the other ones to come. Yes, to another episode.
Okay.
So there you go. Clara is coming. So how was your day? Did you do something or the same routine?
Oh,
The same
the
routine.
same routine.
Never
Yes.
you never change or you do something different like from time to time?
Well, today is some routine, but tomorrow is the change. But
Hmm.
coming the new is tired. But my case tomorrow the rest my rest day.
Oh, okay. It's my day off.
Whatever.
Tomorrow is my day off.
Yes, my day off.
It's your day off.
Day off.
Yes, it's a day off. Yes. Do you have plans for tomorrow? Nope. What do you do on your days off? Do you do something different or only
Yeah.
sleeping? Hello?
Well, I like it sleeping to every day, but in my case tomorrow I go to my wife to a hospital. Here
Ouch. It's
she
everything
has
okay?
to check. Yes,
Oh, she has like a medical
yes,
appointment.
it's routine. Yeah, check.
A
Yes,
medical appointment. Okay. All right. So I hope the medical appointment goes well. Like no problems. Yeah, right now we have to be like
yes,
constantly, we have to be like constantly checking. We need to check constantly because we never know. We might be sick. With this pandemic, some people they don't show like symptoms, and you don't know, right, that they have the problem. But when you realize, they are infecting other people.
yes.
Nice, nice, nice. So we have Monica, Daisy, Clara, Flor, and
Hi,
Susanna.
teacher.
Welcome back. Hi, how you doing? How did you? How
Great.
was your day?
And you?
Great. It's almost Friday. Friday's in the corner. Friday's in the corner. Tomorrow's Friday. So then yes, good. Uh, good. Yeah, we have like a good energies waiting for Friday. It's our favorite day, maybe for some of you probably not, but for me yes. So we change routine a little bit. We change routine a little bit on the weekend. Do something else. Maybe go. At least you go to super selectos, but it's something, right? Before I remember in the quarantine that in the quarantine, we were at home, just at home, close at home, yes. But then when it's it's time to go to super selectos, it was like, wow, let's go, I have to go. Now I
Yes.
think that we enjoy buying at super selecto. At least it was just one way to go out of the house. But yes, everything is fine. So I hope you are. And we're almost at the end of the year, so then everybody's like looking forward to the end of the year. November, right? November. Or then we're just missing, yeah, let's say October is gone basically, right? October is almost gone. And then we have the November and December. So the year's gone. Christmas bonus is coming, right, Daisy?
Yes.
Christmas bonus, right? I
Yes,
love
my firstborn.
your first bonus. Okay,
Yes.
all right. It's good.
Okay.
It's like when you get your first salary. Do you remember your first salary?
Yes.
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 Okay. All right. Sounds good. Susanna, how
I'm
much? Well,
so
we're talking.
happy.
You were happy? Yes. How much was your first salary? Susanna, how much
Mm,
was your first salary?
I don't remember, teacher.
Welcome, Nolia. Good evening.
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay, you don't remember? I really remember my first salary. I was maybe 11 years old or 12 years old. Um, I remember that I was 11 years old. You are not a teenager. Well, you are like a children still, right? And I was like with some neighbors. We used to go to like collect coffee. Have you done that before? Collect coffee, like or cut coffee? Nope.
No,
No.
teacher. My
Yes.
Ah,
first,
colector,
my
No.
first salary
recolector.
was
Uh-huh.
in colones.
Exactly. Yeah, mine was in Colones too. Yes, but and mine was like collecting coffee. What was that, Rivas, Mr.
Colector
Rivas?
de café. Ajá.
Cortando café, right?
Yes, colector.
Yeah, collecting coffee.
Ajá.
Yes, I was little, and
Okay.
so before before we had the coffee industry and the whole volcano, and a lot of people working, especially for Christmas, for to have food, money, clothes for December. But I was a kid. I was 11 years old. So then I worked from Monday to Friday, and I won. My first salary was 70 colones. 70 colones, which is right now
Es como,
like probably maybe $8 right now, around $8 right now. Right now it's like $8, but
$8.
$8, yes. But at that time, 70 colones was, yeah, it was good. 70 colones was good. I was
yeah.
extremely happy that day that you cannot imagine. And they pay me with $5 bills. So they gave me 14 bills of 5 colones, 5, 5, 5, 14. So I had a lot of money. So I was extremely happy. I remember that day. 70 colones. That was my first salary, basically $8. Yes, good.
Okay.
And Israel Riva, yours? Do you remember your first salary?
Yes, my first salary is it is with my brothers,
Uh-huh.
Roberto Rivas. My brother and me
And
working in the
are you
construction,
are you
and I
brothers?
don't
Really, are you brothers?
what?
Yes.
Robert
My
and
brothers.
so you're
Yeah,
brothers?
some brothers. Yes,
Really? Okay. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Could you turn on your camera now that Israel?
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see faces. Mm, yeah. Well, yeah, you have some similarities, but the last name is the same, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
it's something interesting. I didn't know. I thought you were like just coworkers, but you say you're brothers. All right. Nice. Okay.
Yes.
And do you live in the
What?
same place?
Yes, worker.
Do you live in the
No.
same
Yeah,
area?
it's a
No. I
no,
live
no,
to
no, no, no,
Cuscatencingo.
no. I
Oh,
I live in Soyapango.
okay. So then, yes. Okay. Tell us, how was that story with your brother?
Well, my
Uh-huh.
my brother and me, and I, working in the construction, and one man coming with the truck in search, ¿cómo se puede decir? Ayudantes
Like helpers, helpers,
for access
helpers.
for second second floor on the house. And my brother and me going to construction and working 2 days and I received in Guatemala uh, say, well no well, 25 quetzales. It's a
For
small,
two
it's
days.
more uh, money. And my brother and I happiness today.
Very happy that day, right? Of course. I think you were like,
I,
how old were you at that time? Like
I,
15,
I
14?
wow, I no, I have the uh, 10 years old,
I
and my
was.
brother 12 years old.
Okay, so Robert is older than you.
Yes,
Okay, all right. That's a nice story, huh?
2 years.
2 years. Okay, so you were living in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. And
Yes,
all right, sounds good. And Monica, how about yours? Monica didn't know colones. Like Daisy didn't know colones, I think, right? They know dollars, but they don't know colones. They don't know colones, right? Monica, do you how much was your first like salary?
It's
It
three
was
years ago.
oh, three
It
years
was
ago.
3 years ago. Yes.
Okay. And well, is the salary that you have right now, or probably, is the job that you have right now? Yeah, see, they don't know about colones. Daisy, do you know about colones? Did you know colones? No?
no,
No,
I don't
no.
remember.
Maybe,
Maybe
never see one color.
kinder.
maybe when I was a child.
Maybe, but I think you don't remember, right? Elizabeth doesn't either, but Clara, Flora, then the rest. So then yes, uh, in a school, remember in a school, if to go to school, it was just let me see, 1 colon or maybe 50 cents, 50 cents colones.
No,
50 cents, we used to call it like tostones, right? That was the expression, a toston. I don't know if you remember
la
that one, but
suegra.
how was it? Consuegra, right? Yes, that is equal
La
50,
suegra, la suegra.
50 cents colones. Not even 1 colon, 50 cents. But you were happy at that time. Everything is changing. Everything is changing.
Yeah,
And we need to change, everything is improving. Everything is improved, and we need to continue moving, keep moving forward. Like do you remember when I had an expression that it was from a guy from, I think it was from I forgot the name of this, but it was a video about a movie from Rocky Balboa. Let me see, Sylvester Stallone.
mhm.
Okay, he said you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. What is that? What is the meaning of keep moving forward?
Seguir hacia
Seguir para
adelante.
adelante.
Exactly, right? You have to
Es,
keep moving forward with everything, right? You have to keep moving forward with education, right? You need to learn something new every day. You need to learn something new. If you learn something, go for something else. For example, maybe if you had, for example, we begin with like maybe a $300 salary, so then go for 500. Change. You have to look for. Then if you have 500, so you have to keep moving, maybe 600, 700, I don't know. But we have to keep moving forward. Like this expression, like don't settle, don't settle down. Never settle down. What is settle down? Any idea? Don't settle down. Nolia, what is the meaning of settle down? Don't settle down.
Es como,
No retroceder, no.
It's related, but it's a little bit different. Don't settle down.
que no es de la, que
Es
no es de
como,
la de
No te
las,
acomodes o algo así.
ajá,
Exactly, right? Settle down has two meanings, right? Settle down in one context is like a sentar cabeza. Ese es un contexto. Por ejemplo, maybe, for example, you're gonna say, um, I already have a job, I have a house, so then it's time for me to look for a wife or look for a husband and settle down, right? Get married and have family. So that's when you settle down, es sentar cabeza, right? So I already have a job, I already have a house, so now I need to settle down. That is one context, right? Sentar cabeza. But when I said don't settle down in another context, es como acomodarse, quedarse estancado, no avanzar en la vida, right? So that's settle down. Don't settle down. I mean, and don't settle down in education. Don't settle down in maybe your incomes, right? That's something that we need to. Everything is changing, and your incomes. Don't settle down. You need to look for more options, more opportunity, more money. Of course, maybe in the same company or another company, right? If you have a car, maybe let's say an old car, 2000 car, look for 2004 and then 6 and so on and so on. Life is all about like progressing. We have to progress as much as we can. So that's the expression, don't settle down, keep moving forward, right? I love one expression, and you can see it in my profile. This one. This one. Let me see. Alejandro, read this expression.
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Yeah. If you see my WhatsApp profile, and I think I have this. I love this expression. Stay hungry, stay foolish. What do you understand? Blanca, welcome, Blanca. What do you understand when I say stay hungry, stay foolish?
Oh,
Hungry? What is hungry?
but
What is hungry?
hambre,
Hambriento.
hambre.
Hambre, right? It's
hambre,
like us right
comenzar a
now.
comer.
Mm, no, it's different. When I say stay hungry, stay. What is stay?
Estar,
Quédate con
quedarse.
hambre.
Ajá, quédate con hambre, right? Stay hungry. Yeah, yeah, and it says stay foolish. What is foolish? Foolish
Tonto.
again?
Tonto.
It's like crazy, right? Like crazy. Yes, it's like stay
Ay,
hungry, stay foolish. So how do you understand that sentence?
si te quedas hambriento. Te quedas loco.
Dijiste que
Ajá. Quédate hambriento y quédate loco. Okay. Basically, right? Quédate hambriento y quédate loco. But this one has a meaning. For example, this is an expression from the Apple founder. Who is the Apple founder? Who is the
Steve
person? Or
Jobs,
who was the person? It's
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, exactly, right? So he said in one, he said in a conference, in a speech, he said, stay hungry, stay foolish, right? So when you say stay hungry, es como quédate con hambre, pero hambre de más, de querer siempre más, nunca quedarse estancado, siempre de tener el deseo de querer más, right? With everything. For example, he said, if you, for example, if you have maybe a high school diploma, you need to be hungry for more, right? Like maybe a college degree. And then if you have a college degree, look for a diploma or something, but always you need to be hungry for more. Hambriento, pero no de comida, sino que de mejora continua. Seguir mejorando. And stay foolish is, yeah, foolish is like crazy. Stay foolish like estar loco, pero loco, digamos, en sus ideas. Si usted cree que algo está bien, aunque para el resto del mundo esté malo, pero si usted cree que está bien, hágalo. No problem. It's your decision. Is basically your destiny. You decide what to do. That's the meaning, right? Es like estar hambriento de más y seguir sus ideas, por muy locas que sean. Pero si usted tiene una idea, síguela. If you think if it is correct, go for it. Don't settle down. So that's the expression of stay hungry, stay foolish, right? Stay hungry, stay foolish. Always you need to look for more. Yes, that's about Steve Jobs. I really like that expression. Stay hungry, stay foolish. So right now, almost everybody's here. Tatiana, Monica, we're missing some of you, right? Probably they're gonna come in a few minutes. Yeah, and we have something pending. Yesterday, now changing the topic. You owe me a conversation, right? Daisy, you who were you working with? With Mr. Rico, right?
Yes.
Mr. Rico, and the it was buying shoes in Tienda Libre. Okay, good. And Blanca, who were you working with?
With Larissa?
With Larissa.
La
Okay,
yes.
with Larissa. Okay, good. And Flor, who were you working with? Flor?
Ayer, ayer no estuve en clase.
Oh, she was not in class yesterday. Okay, yeah, that is true. Okay, let me see. Michael. Michael, you were working with Clara, right?
With Clara.
With
Yes.
Clara. Okay, good. Tatiana, you were working
With Wendy.
with Wendy. Okay, and Monica.
I don't remember the name.
Okay, who was it was a guy, right?
Yes.
I think Manuel. Manuel. I think it was
No.
Manuel. No. David.
Mm, no.
No, no,
Uh,
Manuel not here.
let me see. Robert.
No.
Israel Rivas.
Um,
No,
Robert and Israel is brother.
They are
Really?
brother. Yes. Yes. You
No,
see
no,
them.
no,
Yes,
no.
yes.
This no. He's not.
Yes. They are brothers. That's what they said. Roberto Rivas and Israel Rivas. Okay. So they're brothers. Okay.
I don't remember the name.
Jose with Jose? No, Mr. Rico.
Oh.
Uh, I think it was Mr. Rico.
Peter.
Peter? Ah, yes, it was with Peter. Monica, Peter?
I no sé. I don't
Yes,
know.
Peter. And you were talking about buying a computers, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that was Peter. Yes, you were talking about selling and buying a computers. That was Peter then. So hopefully he's gonna come. And Alejandra, how about you?
With Susanna.
With Susana. Okay, we're gonna do that in a moment. So you need to have the conversation, and we're gonna wait a little bit for the other one, so then we start. But right now, I'm gonna show you something that we're gonna talk today. Probably we're gonna have an introduction to uh, how frequent or how often we do some activities, right? So like the frequent, like for example, let me see. Uh, what Nolia, for example, let me see. Taking a shower. It's just an activity. Like how often that happen? Okay, so some people might say like not very often, right? Nolia, taking a shower. How often that happen? So basically, it's the
Holiday,
every day, right? So then, yes, it's like
every day.
for example, if you put it from 100%, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, like 10 and 0 means no, never, right? So what will be the percentage of taking a shower? 100%, 50% of the time, 70% of the time, or how much is it? Nolia?
Eh, ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Todos los días o siempre todos los días? ¿Cómo se dice?
Every day. So that is 100%, right? It's an activity. How often do you take a shower? Every day, right? All the time. Good. If you can see Daisy that every day she's coming with a wet hair. Okay, good. Let me see, for example, another activity. Let me see, Larissa, exercise. How often do you exercise? It's an activity. Exercise is an activity. How frequent do you exercise?
Never.
Never. Okay, that's zero. Okay, okay.
But I play soccer.
But that is
But
practicing. That's mhm.
mhm.
Okay, good. For example, let me see, Alejandra, um, go to the beauty salon. How frequent do you visit the beauty salon?
Mm, 6 months.
Every 6 months.
Yes, two, 2 veces al año.
Twice.
Twice a year. Twice a year. Oof,
Twice a year.
that's not very often. That's not very often. Okay, good. Let me see, for example, Monica, let me see, travel to another country. How frequent do you do that activity?
One, una vez al año, ¿cómo sería?
It's once a year. Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year, exactly. We're going to talk about like some adverse of frequency to talk about how frequent we do some activities. Like for like for example, let me see. What? Let me ask someone like Robert, go to church. How frequent do you go to church?
Um, two twice twice on the
Your audio, Robert?
to listen.
Yes, now yes. How frequent do you go to church?
Uh, twice time on the month.
Okay, 2 times in a month. So that's yes. So while the other ones are coming, let me give you that information. So I'm going to erase this, and we have many things to talk today. So we go from activities like we do like we have like 100, we have 100%, right? Something, an activity that we do almost, I mean, like the 100% of our time. So that is the average of frequency. It's always. That is always. So we have another like, which is like a 90% of the time, right? 90% of the time. So that is called normally. Okay. And then we have other activities that we do like 80% of our time. So let me see, 80% of our time, what's going on? So that is generally, right? Generally, like 80% of our time is generally. How about, for example, 70% of the time? An activity that we do like 70% of our time. So that is usually, usually, good. And then we have an activity that we do maybe like 60% of our time. That is like frequently, frequently, okay? Or you can say, for example, like often, often, often. The word, we don't pronounce the T. We don't say often. No, it's just often, often. It's like 60%. And how about an activity that we do like the 50% of our time? That is this one. sometimes that's 50, like a one day yes, one day no, like sometimes. And then we go to 40% of our time. What will be the 40% is occasionally, occasionally, right? Like for example, maybe like how often do you go to a party? Not very often. I occasionally go to a party, or I occasionally go out with my friends. Maybe, I don't know. And then we move into like 30%, an activity that we don't do very often. So that goes with seldom. Seldom, we're going to talk about that in a moment. So then we have an activity that we do like 20% of our time. So that will be like rarely, rarely, good. And maybe an activity that is almost never, right? So the expression is like hardly ever, hardly ever. Yes. And we got the zero. The 0% activity means something that we don't do at all, right? So that is never, never. So then we have this, these are called adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency, these adverbs of frequencies will tell you how frequent or how often you do one activity. For example, let me see, taking a shower, that is always, right? For example, let me see, what? Drinking coffee, maybe normally, sometimes, maybe not. Generally, like wake up, you have a specific time. Usually have breakfast or not. Okay. Often an activity like often I go by bus or in the car, depending. Sometimes activities that we normally do sometimes, and occasionally, seldom, rarely, hardly ever, and never. So let me see, what is often? What is the meaning of often? So you always, you know that one, normally, generally, usually. But how about often? What is the meaning of often, Flor? Flor, what is the meaning of often?
Um,
Often. What is the meaning of often?
so,
Ajá. ¿Qué significa often? Tiene que entender qué es el significado de often para poder utilizarlo. What is the meaning of often? You have
a
here
menudo.
a menudo, right?
A
Frecuentemente.
menudo.
A menudo, exactly, right?
Okay.
A menudo, yes. A menudo. It's like an activity that we do like 60% of our time. And you got sometimes. What is sometimes?
Algunas veces.
De
Algunas
vez
veces.
en cuando.
All right. There's yes, and occasionally,
Ocasionalmente.
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 seldom,
Sí, de
seldom,
acuerdo.
Rara vez.
seldom,
Raramente.
seldom.
Perdón.
Mhm.
Rara vez.
Muy pocas
Raramente.
veces.
And how about rarely?
Raramente.
Raras.
Yeah.
Ese
Seldom,
claramente.
seldom es como
Entonces parece.
Muy
pocas
pocas veces.
veces, pocas veces. Seldom es como pocas veces, right? But when you say rarely, so then yes, es rara. What is it?
Mente.
Raramente, right?
Rara vez.
Raramente.
Or rara vez in this context, right? Rarely. And hardly ever, hardly ever.
Casi nunca.
Casi nunca,
Casi.
right? And never, never
Nunca.
is
Ajá.
never, right? Yes. So we have from pronunciation is not a always. No, this is like oh, and at the end you pronounce like z, like always, always, always. Not a,
Always.
don't say always. No, it's oh, always. You begin with O and you ended up with Z. Always. I always. I always take a shower. I always comb my hair. I always put makeup. I always drive a car. I always, I don't know, something. Good. Normally, generally, usually, frequently, or you can say often. Often. This one. Pronunciation here, it's Tatiana, say it.
Sometimes.
All right, correct. Right. You need to pronounce the M. Sometimes, 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 sometimes. The M. No, no, sometime, sometime. No, it doesn't sound right. Pronunciation is sometimes. The other one is here. Let me see. Monica. This one
Occasionally.
is occasionally. It's
Occasionally.
occasionally, occasionally.
Occasional.
Yes. Next we have seldom. Let me see the other one. Alejandra
Uh, really?
is rarely, rarely. I rarely.
Rarely.
Yes, rarely. Yes. And the other one is like hardly ever, and never, and never. So you have a burst of frequency, and we have other expressions like this one. Once. What is once? When I say once,
Una
it's
vez.
Una.
it's like one time, right? Yes. So you can say once a week. You can say once a month or once a year, depending. Um, Once a week, once a month, right? No problem. And then we have the other one, which is this one, like twice.
Twice.
Twice means
Twice.
two times, right? Two times. Twice a week, all right? Twice a month, okay? Or twice a year, maybe. And then if you have more than two, so then it's like three times. Three times a week, month, and so on, right? Three times a week. So that's three times a week. These are expressions. And we have another one is like every now and then. Every now and then. What is that? Blanca, what is every now and then?
I don't know.
Okay,
Every now.
don't worry, it's okay. Let me see. Robert, what is every now and then?
Eh, Tal vez es como decir ahora y después,
Ahora en día.
o siempre.
Okay, you have an idea. Every now and then. Okay, let me
Como
see.
de vez en
Entonces,
cuando.
Es
Como
ahora mismo.
yes.
siempre lo he hecho.
De vez en
Yeah.
cuando.
Let me see. Daisy, what is it? Daisy, tell us.
De vez en cuando.
Es de vez en cuando, exacto, right? So de vez en cuando, right? Some every now and then. Every now and then, right? It's like similar when you say sometimes, but these are like other expressions to talk. Every now and then. Every now and then. Every now and then. Yes, de vez en cuando. That's the expression. And we have this one. This is an idiom. This one. Elizabeth, read this expression. Elizabeth,
Una vez en una, una
uh,
vez en un
read,
azul, o algo así.
uh-huh. The sentence. Read the sentence. Once,
One, once
one,
in a blue moon.
once in a,
Once in a blue moon.
once in a blue moon. What is that? This is an idiom. This is American idiom, similar like in Spanish. We have this expression in Spanish, but in a different way. So we say once in a blue moon. Mhm.
Una vez en
What
azul.
is moon? What is moon?
Luna.
Luna.
All
Luna.
right.
una vez en un azul, pero
Ajá. Yeah, but remember that you,
Podría ser cuando los cerdos vuelen, algo así.
yes, it's related with
Así
that,
que en
right?
el mismo contexto.
It's the
Ajá.
same context. It's like a, esa es como una expresión coloquial, es como una expresión idiomática del idioma inglés. Es como cuando uno habla en español y dice, uff, a las 500, right? Something that you don't do very often, like you said, cuando los cerdos vuelen, right? Es algo que no sucede casi dentro de unos 5 o 10 años, no sé, dependiendo de la actividad. So that's the expression, like, uff, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. So this is an expression that means that something that we don't do very often. It's an activity that like we do maybe every 4 years. Every 4 years. Like, let me see, Tatiana, what could be an activity that you do once in a blue moon?
Um, mm, mm, maybe go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Okay. I go to
Yes.
the gym once in a blue moon. All right, it's okay. It's all
Yeah.
right. It's all right. So we have expressions related with about the time, right? How often we do one activity. So we have once a week, a month, a year, twice a week, a month, 3 times, and every now and then. Or you can have this one, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Do you have questions so far?
once.
Do you have questions with the vocabulary? Because this is what we need to work on. We need to work with adverbs of frequency. Questions? No?
no.
No, no questions? Once in a blue moon. Okay. Yes. Not a problem. No questions. I recommend you to copy, right? We need to copy to have the information because we need to work with adverbs of frequency to talk about activities that we do very often. And
Teacher,
yes.
when I say nowadays,
Oh, nowadays it's like when you're talking about something that is happening in the moment and these days.
okay,
It's basically when you said this day, that works with the present progressive. Like for example, you can say
okay,
nowadays everybody's working from home. So that's the expression when
okay,
we use it in progressive. Yeah, that will be next week. Thank you. So, but we have this one.
okay.
Let me see. Let me select one. We got John and Anna. Okay, Robert, you are John. And let me see. Nolia, you're Anna. Read that short conversation.
Okay. Uh,
Uh-huh.
how often do you
How
check your email?
It's how often. Remember, we don't
every
pronounce T. How often? Okay. Yes, Nolia, go ahead.
every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check as often as I can.
As often as I can.
As often as I can.
Yeah, it
And
says I try to check it. I try to check it as often as I can.
how often do you and how often do you call your client?
I often call the one one weekend
No, once a
on
week.
Monday.
No, once a week.
One a week
No, it's
on Monday.
once, once,
Once
and then once a week,
once
once a week.
once a week
Hmm.
once a week on Monday. But I usually call
But I
10
usually,
on
mhm,
Friday. I usually
Friday,
call 10 Friday to check their order. Do you call clients?
clients,
Clients?
clients.
Clients.
Yes, yes. I always call 10 first thing in the morning. I believe it's important to have contact with them all time.
At all time. Yes. Okay. Good. So it says here, This expression, it goes all together. It says here, I try to check it as often as I can. As often as I can. I try to check it as often as I can. And then we have another one here. I call them. Yeah, this one is not it's like, oh, call. I call them once a week on Monday. But I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients? And then yes, I always call them. Good. Let me see. Let me have another one. Michael and Fleur. Okay, Michael, go ahead. You're John.
Okay. And how often do you check your email?
Every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. How often do you call your clients?
I often call them once a week on the Monday, but I usually call them on the Friday to check their order. Do you call
Clients.
clients?
Mhm.
Do
Yes,
you?
I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time.
Yes, it's
You are right.
important. Mhm. You are right. Exactly. You are right. So we have some bursts of frequency. Let me see. Let me move it. Here you have a different explanation, right? You have a different explanation, like 100%, usually, normally, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly ever, rarely, and never. This is a different category, but both, for example, if you say like normally and usually and generally, they are kind of similar. You can use them almost the same. Often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly ever, rarely, and never. So you have some activities here, like for example, the first one is, let me see, Israel Rivas. Number one, read
Uh-huh.
the sentence, read the example.
Okay. I always get up at 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. Let me see, Susana, next.
He usually drives to work.
Drives to work. Okay, good. Alejandra, next.
She normally checks her email.
Her email. Okay, good. Monica, next.
I often have breakfast at work.
Okay. Let me see, Elizabeth, next.
He sometimes
Mhm.
uses the microwave.
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 Thank you. Tatiana, next.
I occasionally work overtime.
All right. Do you do overtime, Tatiana? Do you
Um,
do overtime?
no,
Never? Never overtime?
no, no.
Okay. What is overtime?
Horas
Or
extras.
Exactly, right?
Extra.
Yes, thank you. Let me see. Clara,
Okay.
next. Clara,
We
uh-huh.
we seldom talk
Take.
calls at work.
Take calls. We seldom take calls at work. Okay. Next.
We rarely have conference.
Conferences. Conferences. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. Mr. Robert, next.
I never I never get
Late.
late to work.
I never get late to work means I
Get late
never
to work.
I never arrive late. And we have some other activities here, right? So always, often, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. But that's something that we're gonna do, but talking. Like, let me see here. Okay, can I erase this? Can I erase this part? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna erase her. So we need to have like activities, normal activities, all the activities that we do in our life. What could be a normal activity? Give me an activity. Everybody, you have to give me an activity. It's open. Like, please have your audio active and give me activities. Activities that we have in our daily life.
Or a shower.
Okay, good. Take a shower. That's one.
Read
More.
a book.
Read a book. All right. What else?
Listen to
Wake up.
music.
Work.
Listen to music.
To music.
Work.
Uh-huh.
Wake up.
Wake up. Okay, but wake up early. Okay.
Take a rest
Or
or a nap.
maybe take a
Take
nap. All right.
yes.
Everybody, I need
Drink
more. Okay, thank you. Drink
Watch
coffee.
TV.
Okay. Watch TV. Okay, more activities.
Do exercise.
Exercise.
See.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the work.
Uh, well, that's yeah. Let's say go to work on the weekend, right?
Come
Or
here,
on the weekend, maybe to put it more
come
specific.
here.
Okay, have classes.
Eat breakfast.
Eat. But for example, there are some activities that we all know that we do it all the time. Like for example, eat breakfast. If you ask, how often do you eat breakfast? Well, that's something like every day. Maybe like
Rarely.
maybe eat
Play video games.
pupusas for breakfast. That would be different for because it's not very common, right? It's not every day, or maybe I don't know. What else? More
Play
activity.
Come
video.
here.
Comb hair. Comb your hair. Okay, what
Yes.
do you say? Let me see. Alejandra, what did you say? Hmm. Everybody, I
Go
need
to
more
the
active.
park.
Go to the
Play
park.
video games.
Exactly. Go to the park. Yes.
Go
Your
go
friend.
to running.
Climb
Go.
mountain.
Yes. Play video games. Okay. Climb.
Travel
Hmm.
walk the dog,
Exactly. Walk the dog.
Dance.
Okay.
Running.
Okay.
Go out
Go.
with your friends.
Go running. Okay.
Go to cinema.
Go to the movies. Exactly. Uh,
Drive the car.
go to the, yes, drive a car. Go to the movies. Okay. Go
Clean the
dance.
house.
Yes, is
Go
correct.
fishing.
Okay. Clean the
uh,
house.
Never.
dance.
Never.
Go fishing.
Go fishing. Okay. Uh,
See your friends.
see your
Dance.
friends or go out with your friends, right? Go out with your friends. Okay. E- every time, for example, every
Laundry
time,
the clothes.
again,
Laundry the clothes. Clothes.
oh, do the
Ropa.
laundry. Do the laundry. Do the laundry, right? Do the laundry. Yes. And we have like some colloquial activities with go, right? So you can say, for example, go, and then you can have many activities with go. For example, you can say this one, go shopping, all right? Go, as I said before, go running, okay? Go, let me see this one. Someone said like hiking. What is hiking? Hiking?
Escalar.
Escalar.
Is yeah,
Escalar.
that will be like climbing. Go climbing. Climbing. But hiking,
Como excursiones, ir a excursiones.
yes, hiking is like when you go walking. Like for example, hey, we have a trip or to Santa Ana volcano on Saturday. Let's go hiking. It's like a walking to a volcano. Es una caminata, basically. Hmm. Played sports, all right, like soccer, basketball.
Trotar. How do you say?
That is go jogging. Go
Okay.
jogging. Go
Jogging.
jogging. Exactly right. Good. What else?
Go swimming.
All right, there you go. Go swimming. Yes, more activities.
Go to play the guitar.
Oh, yes, good. Play instruments, or in this case, the guitar. Play instruments. Play instruments. Okay.
Go bicycle.
Go
Sing,
dancing.
sing in karaoke, maybe. Do you do that? No.
Go,
Do you sing in karaoke
No,
sometimes? No. Never.
no.
Never.
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 Never really.
depends.
Depends
Often.
the moment, right? Or the situation. No. No karaoke. Okay. Yes. I think you do, right? Good. Anyways, okay. Singing karaoke. What else? What other activities?
Go to the disco.
Go to a party. Go to a party. Go to a party. Party. Good. What else?
Go go to bicycle.
That is called go biking. Go biking. I told with the verb go, you can have a lot of activities like go biking, go swimming, go jogging, go shopping, go running, go hiking. So a lot of activities. Go dancing. Yes, with go. Yes. What else? Maybe have a date. Have a date? Well, it's common. Susana,
Never.
Susana, how often do you have a date? Susana, how often do you have a date?
Often.
How often do you have a date?
Mm,
Have a date. What is have a date? What is
Una
that,
cita.
Susana? Una cita, right?
often.
Hmm.
Ah, okay.
How often do you have a date?
Uh, cooking.
Yeah, but the question is like how often? Yes, how often do you have a date?
Ah, okay.
You can say, remember the adverbs of
I
frequency. I always, I never, I sometimes, I usually, I
I
occasionally.
often
Uh-huh.
I often cooking
Yeah, but the
every
action,
day.
no, but the action here is like the question is, how often do you have a date? You can invent, don't worry, invent.
Yeah. I I often
Yes,
I
okay,
often have
okay. Let me explain you something, okay? Just give me a brief moment. So I have the question here with how. That's what we need to work. How often do you? And then I can have the complement. How often do you? And then it's a question, right? And with how often es como qué tan seguido o qué tan frecuente usted la actividad. Por ejemplo, qué tan seguido te bañas? ¿Qué tan seguido o cada cuánto lees un libro? ¿Qué tan seguido escuchas música? ¿Cada cuánto tiempo vas a una fiesta? O qué tan seguido vas digamos, a nadar? ¿Qué tan seguido vas a correr? ¿Qué tan seguido juegas deporte? Eso es La pregunta es how often. Y luego uno contesta con dependiendo, digamos, qué tan seguido uno realiza la actividad, ese es el adverbio de frecuencia que tenemos que utilizar. Y la actividad, por ejemplo, let me see, let me see. Blanca, ask me any question. You said how often do you? Ask me whatever you want.
Okay. How often do you play video games?
Okay, so I never play video games. I don't like video games. Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
Michael, ask me another question.
Another question. Uh, this list, no,
Yes, you
invent.
have a lot of activities here or whatever you want.
Okay, let me see. How often do you go to cut your hair?
How often do you cut your hair? Okay, yes. I usually cut my hair twice a month. Thank you. Good. Let me see. Alejandra, ask me any question.
How often do you eat pupusa for breakfast?
Um, I hardly ever eat pupusas for breakfast. I like pupusas, but for breakfast, no. I prefer normal food. But I hardly ever eat pupusas for breakfast. Thank you. Good. Monica, ask me any other question.
Um, how often do you take a nap?
Um, Actually, I rarely take a nap. I cannot sleep during the day. I can only sleep at night, but during the day, almost never. Thank you. Robert, ask me any other question.
How often do you exercise?
How often do I exercise? In the before the pandemic, before the pandemic, I I I normally exercise like 5 times in the week, but now it's like 2 times or twice in the week, twice a week. Yeah, I'm getting lazy now. Good. Tatiana, ask me any other question.
How often do you go swimming?
I hardly ever go swimming. I don't go to the beach very often, but I hardly ever go swimming. Good, thank you. Clara, ask me another question.
How of, of,
Often, how often do you?
often,
Often,
how often do you often?
yeah, often,
How
often.
often,
Yes,
often,
all the question
how
fast.
often,
Yeah, Clara, the question is
how,
like fast, like how often do you? Repeat, how often do you?
how often do you, how
How often do
often
you
do you, how often do you play sport?
play sports? Right now I hardly ever play sports, not very often. I hardly ever. Before every Sunday, but now no more. No more
Okay.
soccer. Okay, thank you. Let me see. Let me see. Elizabeth, ask me any other question.
How often do you drink coffee?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I always drink coffee. I drink coffee every day in the
You love
breakfast
the
and
coffee?
I love coffee. Yes, I love coffee. It's my I think it's my addiction maybe. I drink like
How many? How many
how
cups?
many cups? Okay. I drink, let me see, 3 cups in a day. 3 cups
Oh,
or sometimes two. One in the morning for breakfast, right? And another one around 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Yes, two. 2 cup of coffee. Okay, thank you. Larissa, ask me another one.
How often do you go to a party?
Good question. I go to a party once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, remember that one? A party? Oof.
Mhm.
Once in a blue moon. I go to a party once in a blue moon. Maybe The last party that I went when I graduated from high school, whew, a long time ago. That was the last party. Yes, okay.
Why, teacher?
I don't like parties too much. I don't know why. I don't like the noisy area. A lot of noise. I don't like noise. I like calm, relax, right? Silent, peace, nice weather, but a lot of music. You know, the last time that I went to a party when I graduated from high school, bachillerato, whew, a long time ago, and there was a disco and the sound like boom, boom. At night I couldn't sleep. My ears were so like I still was listening to that music. So I I go to a party once in a blue moon. Thank you. Another question. Let me see. Let me get another one. Mr. Rivas, Israel Rivas, ask me a question.
How often do you see a movie?
How often do I watch a movie? I usually
Yep.
watch movies on the weekends. On the weekend, I usually watch movies, Saturday or Sunday, one movie. But I do, yes, good. Let me see. Susana, ask me another question.
How often do you go out with your friends?
Okay, I seldom go out with my friends. I seldom go out with my friends, not very often. It's because my friends are in different places. One of my friends is in San Miguel, another friend is in La Union. So we don't see each other very often, but we seldom go out. Okay, thank you. Let me see. Nolia, ask me any question.
How often do you clean the house?
Okay, good question. I normally clean the house on Saturday. On Saturday, I do a complete cleaning. Yes, thank you. And the last one, Floor, ask me another question.
How often do you buy?
Do you buy what?
Um, ¿Con qué frecuencia anda en bicicleta? No sé, o sea,
Do you? But it's here. It's like
Bicycle.
it's go biking.
este,
Go biking.
ok.
Ask me the
Go
question.
biking. Okay.
How often do I go
How
biking?
often?
Mhm. I hardly ever go biking. I don't have bicycle, so then I hardly ever go biking. But if I had the chance, I go. Yes. So that is. Let me see. Susana, do you understand now? Susanna?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. The
Yes, teacher.
the question is like how often do you, and then the activity, and then you answer depending how depending your time, how often you do one activity. Like for example, someone is gonna say, how often do you exercise? Someone is gonna say, oh, I usually exercise from Monday to Friday. Other person will say, I never exercise. Or someone is gonna say, I sometimes exercise. It depends. So Blanca, how often do you go fishing to the to the ocean where you live over there, right? How often do you go fishing? Uh-huh. You live
Once in a blue moon.
once in a blue moon, but you live
Yeah.
near the ocean, right?
Yes.
Okay. Once in a blue moon, yes. Some activities
Yes.
that we don't do very often. Like for example, like I might say like Tatiana, how often do you go to the beach?
Um, I usually go to the beach um, twice a month.
Twice a month?
I, yes, I love the beach.
You love the beach. Yeah, you really love the beach
Yes.
because twice a month is like I think you go more times than Blanca.
No, teacher.
You go more times than Blanca, and Blanca lives near the beach, right?
No,
But
I go some 3 times maybe
in a month, all right?
in the week. No,
In the
in the
week.
week.
In the week. Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh,
then, so they know.
really?
All right. Yes. And let me see, for
I love
example,
walk around.
around the beach. Okay, sounds good. Let
Yes.
me see, for example, I would say, Robert. Robert, um, how often do you do you hang around with your friends? Well, let me ask you this, and
Uh,
let me change the question. How often do you hang out with your brother? How often do you hang out with your
uh,
brother?
normally t-shirt.
I remember.
To
Yes, we have first. Let me see if I can explain you that here. So first we need the subject or pronoun, right? Subject. The subject is I, we, you, they, he, she, it, I. And then I need to have the adverb. The adverb, like always, sometimes, usually, hardly ever, never, occasionally, good. And then I need the verb, the action. Mhm. So in Spanish, if you say, for example, siempre voy a la playa, okay? But in English, it's different. It's I always go to the beach. Okay, so Robert, how often do you hang out with your brother? Robert, how often do you hang out with your brother?
Hang out is
uh,
como
Oh,
tomar,
yeah.
algo así.
Hang out. Yeah, hang es colgar, pero en este contexto, hang out,
Parrandear.
parrandear, right? Andar, in a Salvadorian expression, andar vacilando, right? Salvadorian expression. Andar vacilando es como andar de un lugar en
okay.
otro. Todo un día se tiran solo vagando, digamos, sin sentido, solo por andar paseando. Ok, es como, vamos a los planes,
Perder
llega a
el
los...
tiempo, es como
ah,
perder el tiempo.
exacto, usted dice, vamos a los planes, llega a los planes, vámonos para el lado de Coatepeque, se va para el lado de Coatepeque, vámonos para la playa, así, sin rumbo, right? Andar solo paseando, basically. All right, so that is hang out. So how often do you hang out with your brother?
Sorry, teacher, but my internet is slow. Well,
It's slow.
I often to my brother, and now hand out maybe usually, but I like it to ride motorcycle, and
Mhm.
he same.
It's the same.
And
Yeah, it's
go
the
to
same.
motorcycle ride to San Miguel, San Vicente,
Okay,
maybe twice maybe in a month.
with your brother.
Yes, with my brother.
Okay, yes. Everybody, sorry for this into Spanish. La estructura va primero. Primero tenemos que el sujeto, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, o un nombre propio. No hay problema. Luego tiene que va el adverbio de frecuencia y luego el verbo de acción. Esa es la estructura. Por ejemplo, si yo le pregunto, ¿qué tan seguido sale a vagar con su hermano? Usted dice, nosotros casi siempre salimos a vagar, right? So, necesito primero el pronombre, we.
Oui.
And then the
Sí.
adverse of frequency, always, right? We always. Luego necesito el verbo. We always uh, hang out with my friend, right? We always hang out, right? For example, if I say like, how often do you clean the house? Okay, so I, and then seldom, then the verb, clean the house. Esta estructura tiene que ir siempre. Yo pocas veces limpio la casa, right? Always is subject, adverse of frequency, and the verb. I seldom clean the house. Good. Another question is like, for example, let me see, how often do you practice karate, right? So then you can say, well, I, adverse of frequency, never. I never, and then I have the verb. Practice. I never practice karate, right? So that's the structure. Always I, adverse of frequency, and the verb. Remember these activities. I'm gonna send you this in a moment. So we have, yeah, time is running. I don't feel the time is running. How often do you? We need to practice these questions, so you need to ask each other, and you can have more activities like how often do you go to the beauty salon? Every week. Maybe, for example, Monica, how
Twice a
often do you
month.
go shopping?
And twice a month.
I go I
I
go
go
shopping
I go shopping twice a
twice a
month.
month. Okay, good. Let me see, Mr. Carvalho. Okay, how often do you go to Bershka? Did you see that? Right? How often do you go to Bershka? Yeah, that, I think that's okay. How often do you go to
Let me
Bershka?
see. Let me see. I usually go to.
Bershka.
I usually go to for como 4 veces por.
4 times.
Okay. I
Uh-huh.
usually for 4 times at month
In a month, 4 times, like every
in a
week.
month.
So you go every week. Okay, sounds good. Okay, all right. And let me see, for example, Mr. Rivas, how often do you go to a bar? You can create more questions. How often do you go to a bar?
Um, I go to bar. I never go to bar.
I never go to a bar. Okay, good, very nice. Okay, let me see. Good. Alejandra, how often do you go dancing?
I never go to dance.
You never go to dance? I don't believe you, but okay, it's okay. All right. Okay, let me see. Tatiana. Tatiana, how often do you cook for the whole family?
Mm, I never cook, teacher.
You never cook for your family? Okay. All right.
No.
All right. It's okay, no problem. Let me see. Like Larissa. Let me see, Larissa. How often do you wear like dresses? How often do you wear dresses?
Ra- I
I,
señor.
uh-huh,
I rarely
uh-huh. How
I,
often
ra-
do you wear? Wear is like usar, right?
uh,
Vestir, wear.
I rarely use dresses.
No, wear dresses. Use is like
Wear
a
dress.
wear dresses. Tenemos el verbo wear como W-E-A-R, que es usar, pero usar ropa. Todo lo que tenga que ver con ropa que uno se pone es wear.
Yo,
Ajá, pero
yo
usar, use es como use my cell phone, I use
Ajá.
my cell phone, I use the computer, I use the USB. Yes. Okay. I rarely. All right. Let me see, Elizabeth. Let me see, Elizabeth. How often do you sing in karaoke?
I never sing
In
in
karaoke?
karaoke.
And how about
No,
in the shower? How often do you sing in the shower?
no,
Never? Nah, I don't believe you.
no.
Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Everybody sings in the shower, right? Everybody. Okay, let me see. Nolia, how often do you do the laundry?
Yes, laundry.
Laundry. Okay, the laundry is like your clothes, right? All your clothes, and you wash your clothes by hand or in the washing machine. So how often do you do the laundry? Hacer la lavandería.
Um, I always,
Uh-huh. I always. Uh-huh.
como se
Rem-
dice, 2 veces a la semana.
how do
To
you how do you say dos veces?
Twice.
Twice a week.
Twice,
Twice week.
twice a week, right? So then I do the laundry twice a week. Okay, yes. So we have like 8 minutes to practice. How often do you? Let's practice the last minutes because tomorrow we have many more activities. Like you need to ask with your partner, how often do you? And you have a lot of activities to ask. So let me create it very fast. So that will be before we leave. So right now we are 15. So that will be 7. Good. So let's accept the invitation and let's work right now and let's practice. How often do you? I'm going to send you a picture of the activities. Okay. Everybody, you can accept right now and let's work in pairs. Let's practice the last part. Okay, everybody, you need to accept it. And I'm going to send it to your WhatsApp. Robert,
Hello, teacher.
did you see the invitation?
To invitation.
Yes. Do you see the invitation? No? Michael? Michael, do you see the invitation? Michael, okay, Michael is there. So Robert, do you see the invitation? No?
No. Maybe I lost connection. One moment.
Okay. Now?
Let me see. No. No.
Nope. Let me send it again.
No, teacher.
Now?
No. No, teacher. I don't have received.
Okay, let me try it again. Now? Nope. Can you see it now? Nope.
No, teacher.
I think probably the internet doesn't give you the
I
option.
think so that must.
And now still no. Nope.
No, no.
Nope.
And the freezer. No, I think so.
Probably it's the internet because I sent it to different places and it doesn't go to anyone. Still no?
Oh, on internet.
It's the internet, yes.
Internet is moment.
Okay. No, you can try to do the exercises that I sent to the WhatsApp.
Early, take a nap, drink coffee, watch TV, go exercise. For the weekend, have was eat, just go dancing in the house. Okay, check out my exercise. Always.
Nope, you couldn't. Okay, anyway, so we have to do many activities. We need to reinforce the outburst of frequency.
The internet is slow.
It's slow, yes. Probably it's the internet that is, working very slow, but don't worry. Yeah, time is over. But tomorrow we had to practice. Tomorrow we need to have full practice of outbursts of frequency. Like I have conversations like how often we do some regular activities. So how often we practice some things, how often we do some activities. So that will be tomorrow. We're gonna have a talking, and I sent you some exercises already to practice outbursts of frequency, and I'm gonna send you more. Especially we need to work with the order of the outbursts of frequency. That sometimes is some people said I go to work always. It's not really correct. It's like I always go to work, right? So we're gonna practice that tomorrow. Okay, but do the exercises. I send you the link to your WhatsApp so you can practice tomorrow during the day. Okay, thank you everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. It's time to
See
go to
you.
bed or sleep or eat. I don't know. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye
See you
bye.
Bye.
Have a
tomorrow.
See
great
Bye.
you.
night.
Bye.
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 See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.